Hi, I'm Melinda Rose, and this is Light Matters for May 11th, 2011. In this week's show, we'll have a report from SPIE Optifab 2011, bird feather-inspired lasers, an interview with the president of QED Technology, and a preview of the May issue of BioPhotonics magazine. SPIE Optifab 2011 is taking place in Rochester, New York this week, and here with an SPIE representative from the show floor is Managing Editor Laura Marshall.
Thank you, Melinda. I'm here with Diane Cline of SPIE and Jay Kumler, the conference chair. Diane, what would you say the mood has been on the show floor so far?
Good, high energy so far for this meeting, and coming into it our numbers were up, and now on site the energy is very good. I've heard positive remarks from the exhibitors last night at the reception. Yesterday was a full day, a very busy day for people.
Great, sounds good. And Jay, what would you say is the most important thing that attendees will take away from the technical talks?
I was really impressed with the amount of technical advancement that's happened over the last few years. Things that were considered really difficult maybe 5 or 10 years ago they're becoming more and more routine for more and more optics companies. So there's a lot of really interesting, challenging technology that's becoming really common in our industry and a lot of companies.
And I'm here on the floor with Rick Nasca of Corning. He's an exhibition chair. And Rick, what would you say the feeling is on the floor here at the show?
Well, talking to some of the exhibitors and especially the machine builders, there's a really good vibe of people and a lot of enthusiasm for some of the new developments and new technologies in some of the machines. So we're pretty happy what's going on.
Great. And how about attendance this year?
The machine builders seem to be happy. They're getting a lot of people around their booth, and it really looks really nice this year.
Great. Thanks so much, Rick. And that's the word from the show floor. Back to you in the studio, Melinda.
Thanks, Laura. Inspired by the light scattering effect found in certain bird feathers, researchers at Yale University created a two-dimensional mirrorless laser that uses a quasi-random array of small air holes. Traditional lasers trap light inside a mirrored cavity where it can be amplified by the gain medium. Others have developed mirrorless lasers over the last decade using nanostructures made from materials of various levels of structural organization to scatter light in different directions. The Yale laser is the first to enhance optical confinement by short-range order, showing that lasing in nanostructures may be effectively improved and manipulated by short-range order. The team was inspired by kingfishers and parrots, the feathers of which get their color not from pigment molecules, but from a random system of air pockets. Those nanostructures scatter light at specific wavelengths determined by short-range order in the spacing between the pockets. The team etched an array of roughly 150 nanometer wide holes into a semiconductor film that contained quantum dots as a gain medium. When the two-dimensional device was optically excited with sufficient power, it emitted laser light at a frequency that could be tuned by changing the spacing and radius of the air holes. The work is described in Physical Review letters. Department's editor Ashley Paddock is also in Rochester this week and spoke with the president of QED Technology, Andrew Kulawiec. Ashley?
Thanks, Melinda. I'm here with Andrew Kulawiec, president of QED Technologies. Andrew, how has the show been so far?
It's been great. We're really excited about the attendance and the participation of everyone at this show.
Great. And how has it been in comparison to the previous years?
I think the number of exhibitors and attendees is probably similar to past years, but the industry is very strong right now, so there's a lot of interest in our technology as well as other products here at the show.
Great. And speaking of products, you just released the QFlex. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, the machine behind me is the QFlex machine. It's our next generation MRF product platform. It's designed for high precision polishing of flat spheres, A-spheres, and complex freeform surfaces.
Great. And how has it been received by everyone so far?
Very well. This machine is designed from the ground up for maximum flexibility, for being very production oriented. Our existing customers are very excited about the features that it has. Quick changeover of heads, of fluids, really adaptable to varying conditions in the manufacturing floor.
Great. Well, you guys are gearing up for a product demo. Thanks, Andrew. Back to you, Melinda.
Thanks, Ashley. The new issue of BioPhotonics is in the mail this week, and Laura has a preview of what's inside. Laura?
In the May-June cover story, contributing editor Marie Freebody takes us deeper under the skin of lasers for aesthetics. With lasers operating at more wavelengths, configurations, and options than ever, the number and range of aesthetic treatments is expanding rapidly, and therefore so is the market. We also will have feature articles about multiphoton microscopy, biomedical filters, and comparing new scientific CMOS cameras with current microscopy cameras. It's a jam-packed issue this month, Melinda. I hope you enjoy it.
Thanks, Laura. Before we wrap up, any final thoughts about Optifab 2011?
Well, the show so far has been great. We sat in on a number of technical talks the last few days. Monday afternoon we saw meter class optics and A-spheres, and the meter class optics was especially interesting. We got to see some applications for very large telescopes, and the metrology systems that people were discussing yesterday morning were fascinating. A lot of combining different technologies for new applications and or improved applications, and also non-contact seems to be kind of a buzzword with metrology these days. And yeah, the technical talks have been outstanding.
Great. We've also been to some on-floor demos. They've been very well received, and we kind of had to fight our way to the front to see because they were very well packed. But they've been doing very well. There's some more this afternoon that I hope we can check out.
And we got to go to a site visit at SIDOR and see kind of their entire facility and all the different steps of their optical manufacturing process, from the grinding and polishing to the metrology, the quality control. Got to see their new robot that they have. It's a new system for moving the optics in to be beveled, and yeah, that was especially neat to see. Definitely.
In addition, we got to walk around yesterday afternoon, check out some booths, and meet some very interesting people. Everyone seemed to be very optimistic, and there's been a lot of heavy foot traffic around, and our booth has seen some good responses. Subscriptions have been up, so it's very exciting.
One last piece of breaking news: laser and optical equipment maker CVI Melles Griot will be acquired by applied solutions company Idex Corp for $400 million in cash, Idex announced today. Albuquerque, New Mexico-based CVI Melles Griot has annual revenue of approximately $185 million, and it'll serve as the cornerstone of the expanding optics and photonics platform at Idex. Idex acquired AT Films earlier this year and Semrock in 2008. The CVI Melles Griot transaction is subject to regulatory approval and other customary conditions, and is expected to close within 30 to 45 days. Back to you, Melinda.
Thanks, guys. Well, that's it for this week's Light Matters. For more on any of these stories, visit photonics.com. To subscribe to our newscast, you can click on the share icon on this video player and choose feeds to enter your subscription directly into iTunes or any other RSS program. There are also icons to share this video on most social media sites, and you'll find Light Matters in the iTunes store. Please send your questions or comments to lightmatters@photonics.com or find Photonics Media on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching. For Laura Marshall and Ashley Paddock, I'm Melinda Rose, and we'll see you next week.